What are the next four terms of the sequence? Given 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. So una natin gagawin is to find for the common ratio. And to find for the common ratio, just divide the second term and the first term, itong dalawa, pagsamahin natin. So it's 4 over 2, that's equals to 2. 8 over 4, 16 over 8, and 32 over 16. Kanilang common ratio is equivalent to 32. And to obtain for the next terms, we just simply multiply our common ratio doon sa last term. So that's 32 times 2. That is equals to 64. And 64 times 2, that's equals to 128. And 128 times 2, that's equals to 256. And 256 times 2, that's equals to 500. And therefore, the first next four terms ay 64, 128, 256, and 5112. Let's question number 2. What is the general term or formula for a geometric sequence? Alin kaya dito ang tama? Our answer is, we have a sub n is equals to a sub 1 multiplied by r raised to n minus 1. This is the general term for our geometric sequence. Ito kasi ay para sa arithmetic sequence po ito. So let's have next question. What is the common ratio in the geometric sequence? So dito naman po hanapin natin yung common ratio. Tulad ng nasabi natin, to find for the common ratio, just divide the consecutive terms. That is 3 divide 1, 9 divide 3, 27 divide 27 divide 9, and 81 divided by 27. So ang kanilang common ratio is equals to 3. Ganun lang kadali maganap ang ratio. Next tayo, let's find out which geometric sequence is defined by S of n is equals to 1 multiplied by r or multiplied by 4 raised to n minus 1. So dito kung mapapansin natin, ito pong given formula ay sinubstitute na po dito. Ang hahanapin natin kung alin po ba sa kanilang dalawa dito yung magiging equivalent na formula dito. So let's find out. Para makuha po yun, mas madali po natin maunawaan. Tingnan muna natin given. Dito, meron tayong 1, meron tayong 1. Parehas po sila may 1. So, check. Then yung kanilang r, this is r, tanda na, this is r, is equivalent to 4. So, ito lang naman ang may 4. Ito, 3. Therefore, cross out na kagad ito. Ang ating magiging sagot ay yung nasa baba. So, to illustrate for that, we just simply apply the formula. R is equals to 4 over 1. That's equals to 4. Para sa common ratio, then 16 over 4 is also equals to 4, and 64 over 4 is equals to 4. Kaya tama po ang ating common ratio. Therefore, ang ating magiging sagot ay yung nasa unahan. Let's have your next problem. And to solve for that, we have, for the next problem, we're going to find for the sum of the infinite geometric series, negative 7, positive 7, negative 7, positive 7, and so on and so forth. So dito po, kukuhanin muna natin yung kanilang common ratio. Since ang lumabas po is negative 1, according to our rules, pag ang atin pong common ratio is negative 1, to find further sum, ang kanilang sagot ay laging 0 if and only if that is not an odd number. Pero kung odd number po ito, yung terms mismo, kung yung dami nila is an odd number, ang magiging sagot is the first term itself. For the next problem, I have here the solutions. Then, hayaan ko kayo na mag-solve dahil mahaba-haba po yun. And tingnan natin kung may makuha, just PM me for your final answer. Kasi possible na there is a little discrepancy in this at this point. So, just simplify, substitute the formula, then simplify, kinakailangan mag-ingat tayo sa sign kasi doon po tayo magkakaroon ng problem. Good luck! For the next problem, we're going to find the sum of the first 5 terms of the geometric sequence in which S of 1 is equals to 5 and R is equals to negative 2. So, ang given lamang po dito is S of 1 at yung kanyang ratio na negative 2. Pero, in-identify niya rin po na meron tayong 5 terms. So, let's have the formula. Para makuha po yun, kailan po mawala natin ng formula ng geometric, ng sum of the geometric sequence. And it is equivalent to S sub n, or the sum of the geometric sequence is equals to S sub 1 multiplied by 1 minus R raised to n over 1 minus R. Then, substitute lang natin sila. So, let's substitute this. This will become 5. Yung atin pong first term is 5. Constant yung 1. Kinopya lang natin yan dito. Then, yung atin pong common ratio is equals to 2. Then, simplify lang natin. Ganun din po dito yung R. That's the common ratio is equals to. After natin na ma-substitute yung ating pong given, ang next natin is just to simplify. Unahin muna natin yung nasa parenthesis. Since odd number yung kanyang exponent, so ang kanyang magiging sagot is negative pa rin. Wag natin ano yun dahil mahalaga po yun. So that's equals to, if we multiply 2 5 times by itself, ang sagot nun is 32. Negative pa rin po kasi again odd number. Pero kung even number po yun, magiging positive po ito. Then, yung nasa baba, multiply na rin natin yung sign. So that's equals to negative times negative, kaya naging positive na po sila. Next is to multiply again the sign inside the parenthesis. That is equals to negative times negative. That's equals to positive. Then, kinopya lang natin yung 5 at saka we add 1 plus 2. That's equals to 3. Next natin is to combine 1 plus 32. That's equals to 33. Then, we just copy 5 and kinopya din po natin yung number 3. After ito, next is to simplify. Itong ano muna, cancel out muna natin. We can divide 33 by 3, that's equals to 11. Then, 3 by 3 is equals to 1. Multiply natin yung 5 times 11, that's equals to 55 over 1, or simply, that's equals to 55. This is your final answer. Let's have the next problem. Insert geometric means between 2 and 128. So dito, hindi po sinabi kung ilan po yung ating magiging sub. Pero ang sabi niya, we have here, 5. 5 geometric means ang ating i-insert in between 128. Di po ba ang una natin ginagawa is just to identify the number of terms. So meron tayo ditong 5 plus yung dalawa dito, and therefore 7 po sila lahat. And of course, bago po gawin natin yan, we have first to consult the formula. That's A sub n is equals to A sub 1 multiplied by R raised to n minus 1. Then, substitute lang tayo for our terms na given. So, first term is equals to, we have here 2. Ito po. Then, ang atin pong last term is 128. Yun po yung nasa kabila. And then, of course, ang kailangan po natin insert ay ilan? Ang atin pong n is 7. Bakit po? Meron tayo ditong 5 plus 2, kaya 7 po ang ating exponent. Then, pagkatapos natin ni-substitute, simplify tayo. Unahin po natin yung nasa exponent. So, that will become 7 minus 1, that's equals to 6. Then, pagkatapos nun, let's divide both sides by 2 para mawala po yung kanilang constant doon sa R, dito sa R. So, ang mangyayari, divide po natin sa 2, cancelled out. This will become 128 divided 2, that's equals to 64. R to the 6th power. Then, ang ating R, we have to expand this, the 6th root of 64. Ang lumabas po nun is we can simplify this as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, that's 6 times. That would give us an answer of 64. So, ito po yung paraan para makuha po natin yung atin pong kanyang radius. And therefore, ang ating maging R is equals to 2. Ano daw pong hinahanap? Insert natin yung 5 geometric means. Since ang ating first term is 2, ang ating pong last term is 28, and therefore, ang ating pong 5 terms na hinahanap is we just simply multiply 2 times 2, that's equals to 4, times 2, that's equals to 8, times 2, 16, times 2, 32, times 2, 64, and times 2, 120. And therefore, ito po ang ating pong magiging 5 geometric means na in-insert po natin sa ating pong given problem. Let's solve the next problem. If the term of the geometric sequence is 7 and the fourth term is 448, what is the common ratio? So dito po, ang hanapin lang naman po natin is common ratio. So to solve for that, we need the formula. And just substitute for the first term, that's equals to 7. Then ang atin pong fourth term or our last term, that's equals to 448. Then yung ating term lahat ay 4. Since we have the last term as the fourth term, so ang kanyang magiging exponent ng ratio that is equals to 4 minus 1. Then after na mag-substitute tayo, unahin po natin ito, 4 minus 1, that's equals to 3. Next, divide po natin both sides sila by 7, that's equals to cancelled out. Ang natitira po natin is 64 again. That's equals to 448 divided by 7, that's equals to 64, then r cubed. Then, ano po ba ang ating magiging ratio? So, simple lang. We just simply find a number that when we divide that number 3 times, ang sagot po 64. At ang nakuha po natin is 4. 4 times 4 times 4, that's equals to 64. Kaya po ang ating magiging ratio is equals to 4. Final answer. But if we try to find or to insert the two terms inside this given sequence, that's simply multiply 4 times 7, that's equals to 28, and 28 times 4, that's equals to 196, times 4, that's equals to 448.